Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this beautiful Thursday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather, and so much more. I'm your host, Glenora Shipura. Getting into the news tonight, Telecom Namibia celebrated its 32nd anniversary recently in Swakopmund. The event coincided with the Telecom Namibia Equinos submarine cable station inauguration. The inauguration is set to improve digital connectivity between Africa and Europe. Acting Deputy Prime Minister John Mutora, on behalf of the President, Nangola Bumba, officiated the event. Precious Ngitwanapo was there and contributed this video.
Momentous occasion marks the inauguration of the Telecom Namibia Equiano cable station and the activation of the Equiano subsea cable. And two, Telecom Namibia's 32nd anniversary as the national telecommunications service provider in our country. From the government and from the people of Namibia, we are saying happy anniversary, Telecom Namibia. Ladies and gentlemen, this dual achievement signifies a transformative leap forward in Namibia's technological journey, effectively supporting the initiative for bridging the digital divide and connecting our nation to a brighter future within the digital landscape.
Valencia Uranium had its first blast within the Valencia mining development. Leandria Mower gave this report. Let's take a look.
Are you getting him or?
No, I'll move my lens.
Eight, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, blasting team. Well.
Today is the final day of the Electoral Commission of Namibia ECN's General Voter Registration Campaign, which started nationwide on the 3rd of June. Listen to N. Nandango, an election official at the Namibia University of Science and Technology registration point in Windhoek West, and hear what a couple of the young registrant had to say there today around lunchtime. Registration continues until 7 p.m. Let's take a look.
I'm an election official from NAS Registration Center. And Nandago from NAS Registration Point. Today is our last day. We are open until 7 o'clock in the evening. My message to the public, especially to the youth, is to come out in numbers and make use of this opportunity to register and be part of this noble democratic process. Democracy works better when everybody is involved. You are never too young to make decisions. Being a youth is associated also with being resourceful. So my message, the youth of today are inundated with a lot of information on the internet. If you are a youth, you love your future, you love your vision, you already have your what and you have your why, and the how is the one that is always missing. This process will allow you to tick your how box. Come out and register to vote. Thank you.
My reason for voting is because I was told it's good for job opportunities. Yeah.
What's your
basically
name?
That's it.
What's your name?
Gaio.
And how long have you been here?
At NAST.
No,
In the line.
in the line.
About 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Hi guys, my name is Alfonso Paulino and I got my voter's card at the Namibian University of Science and Technology. I'm a first-time voter and I feel like it's important for us to register to vote, especially as the youth, to provide the change that we want to see. Thank you.
In the last of our top stories, the economic freedom fighters have strongly condemned the xenophobic attacks against Jida Mana Vanessa Adesina, a Miss South Africa 2024 finalist. The EFF said Adesina meets all the eligibility requirements and criticized the Afrophobic nature of the backlash, highlighting the hypocrisy in how past contestants of foreign descent were treated compared to her. The statement pointed out that past contestants like Vanessa Carreira, whose parents are Portuguese and Angolan, did not face such scrutiny, revealing a clear case of Afrophobia. The situation reflects remnants of apartheid and colonization, where divisive ideologies continue to plague our society, the EFF said. It is particularly troubling that previous contestants of foreign descent did not face similar scrutiny when they were white or Asian, such as Vanessa Carreira, whose parents are Portuguese and Angolan, highlighting a blatant case of Afrophobia. Despite the backlash, Adesina has garnered significant support from various public figures and celebrities, including DJ Prince Kaybee and former Johannesburg Mayor Mpho Phalatse. They have publicly condemned the xenophobic attacks and advocated for a more inclusive understanding of South African identity. Adesina herself has remained resilient, expressing her determination to use her platform to educate and unite people. She views this negative experience as an opportunity to promote unity and understanding amongst South Africans. To be honest, I just feel that all of this black-on-black hate, as I am not the only one in this competition who has a surname that's not South African, Adesina said in an interview with Sowetan. On the other side of the break, we take a look at our story of the day.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
Getting into our story of the day, the Southern African Development Communities Election Advisory Board carried out its pre-election assessment mission in Windhoek, which Mogabole Mafosi and Limkatso Mkoto share their observations.
My name is Mogabole Mafosi from the SADC Secretariat. As you will know, I think I've participated in several elections in the past or in any other major events, particularly the political ones. From our side, the SADC Electoral Advisory Council, the two members here, are here to undertake the pre-election assessment goodwill mission to the upcoming elections on 27 November this year. So the pre-election assessment mission has to be taken on time because you will know Namibia belongs to SADC, and it's important for SADC to check with Namibia first if they are ready to undertake the elections.
The Republic of Namibia. The country is expected to hold presidential and national assembly elections on 27th November 2024. In line with the standard practice of observing elections in SADC member states, the revised SADC principles and guidelines governing democratic elections and the SADC Electoral Advisory Council, SEAC, we have been saying we are members of SEAC, we are SEAC members. In line with the Advisory Council, SEAC structures, rules and procedures provide that the SEAC shall undertake a pre-election assessment goodwill mission to a member state that is due to hold general elections. Amongst others, the SEAC mission is undertaken to 1. Assess if the political and security environments in the country are conducive for the holding of free, fair, transparent, credible and peaceful elections in conformity with the revised SADC principles and guidelines. 2. Assess the legal framework governing the 2024 elections. And 3. Assess if the Electoral Commission, ECN, is prepared and ready to conduct the 2024 elections. The purpose of this consultation is to inform the SEAC of the views of the stakeholders, which include yourselves, with respect to the conduct of elections. Your views are very important as they serve to advise us of the situation on the ground and will enable us to formulate an informed report to the chairperson of the organ, especially for his decision whether or not to deploy the SADC Electoral Observation Mission, SEO.
Members of the Katutura Central Community disrupted the monthly council meeting demanding disciplinary action against Zurelia Steenkamp. In our community talk, we get into this story.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
Getting into our community talk, members of the Katutura Central Community, Avian Armando Peter and Shonena Nathaniel, disrupted the monthly council meeting demanding disciplinary action against Zurelia Steenkamp, the senior executive of the Economic and Community Development Division, and Chief Executive Officer Moses Matayayi. The protesters accused Steenkamp and Matayayi of incompetence and employing incompetent individuals, urging the council to address their concerns immediately. The protesters were then thrown out of the chambers, with the meeting proceeding as scheduled, the incident highlighting growing tensions and dissatisfaction within the community regarding local governance and service delivery. Jemma Mandembele was there and gave this report.
Please leave. Please leave. Please leave, Mr. Matayayi. Please leave. Please leave. Please stand up and leave. Please stand up and leave. Please stand up and leave. There are people deserving of this position, and you two applied for this position, and then you are incompetent in this position. You cannot go on like this. You cannot go on like that. You cannot go on like this. So people who apply for this position.
This council meeting will not continue if she does not leave and answer. We have the proof here. She knows what we're talking about.
Initially the reading room was a reading room, the library, the typical library that you know it as. But over time, after 2019, it was then revamped, and it was seen that it does not no longer address the needs of school learners only, but to see how we can work on developing and empowering our community members. So subsequent to that, then under the section of youth, social and youth development division, under which Mr. James Kalundu, the biggest troublemaker, is running, we decided that, or the city decided that they will start hosting trainings there. So there are various trainings that the city hosts there, with the working committee, of course, came up as in partnership. There is the horticulture trainings, there is the driver's license trainings. There are an entire group of trainings that happen there. There's so many beautiful things that are happening there at the reading room, but we have one big problem, and the biggest problem is called James Kalundu. Ever since those trainings have started, he has been deliberately sabotaging everything that is happening there at the reading room. He is not releasing any funds. He's signing off proposals very late, or he just disregards proposals at all. And then he feels, and then what you must know is the trainings are happening there at the reading room. For 3 years now, the city has not been involved at all. The only thing the city has been doing is allowing us to use the facility to make those trainings.
NACC fines cement firms $5 million for merger contravention. On the other side of the break, in our economic news, we tackle this story.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
The Namibian Competition Commission has imposed a fine of $5 million on Feng Quing Mei Wang Zhongke, Hong Jiang Holdings Limited, and Will Rock Cement Pty Limited for contravening Chapter 4 of the Competition Act 2 of 2003. The settlement comes after an investigation revealed that the parties implemented a merger without the Commission's approval, violating Sections 42(1) and 2, 44, 51, and 53 of the Act. According to NACC's corporate communications practitioner, Dina Kovases, the Commission's investigation detected that Zhongke acquired Hong Jiang Holding shares from Quing Mei, leading to a change of control in Whale Rock Cement. Hong Jiang Holdings, which holds a 70% share in Whale Rock Cement, effectively made Zhongke's acquisition a merger that fell within the notification thresholds, which were not adhered to. The acquisition would have resulted in an effective monopoly in the production and supply of cement in Namibia, likely causing anti-competitive effects, said Kovases. She said this finding emerged from a separate investigation into a merger between West China Cement Limited and Schwenk Namibia Proprietary Limited, prohibited in 2020 for its potential to lessen competition in the cement market. Let's take a look at our financial indicators. The Namibian dollar trades against the British pound at 23.18, against the euro at 19.57, against the US dollar at 18.12. $2 Namibian dollars and 50 cents gets you 1 Chinese yuan. On the commodities market, gold went up while copper, platinum, and Brent crude oil went down. Brent crude oil trading at 1.06%, going for $81 and 68 cents per barrel. In international news, Russia is to free Gershkovich and Wallin in a major prison swap. We get into this after the break.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
Getting into our international news, 3 U.S. citizens imprisoned in Russia, including Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, are expected to be released today under a prisoner exchange deal. Gershkovich, U.S. Marine veteran Paul Whelan, and Russian-American radio journalist Alusu Kurmasheva will be released under the deal agreed by the Biden administration, a senior U.S. official confirmed. In total, the exchange will involve 24 prisoners held in Russia, the U.S., Germany, and 3 other Western countries. The swap has not happened yet, but is expected later on today. Now, 8 Russian nationals are expected to be returned to Russia, including several with suspected ties to Russian intelligence. One of them is Vadim Krasikov, identified by German officials as a colonel in Russia's FSB intelligence service, who is serving a life sentence for the 2019 murder of a Kremlin opponent in a Berlin park. The swap comes after days of speculation about a major swap between various countries, which increased after several dissidents and journalists jailed in Russia were moved from their prison cells to unknown locations. Vladimir Kara-Murza, a Kremlin opponent with dual Russian-British citizenship, is one of those detainees whose whereabouts are unknown, which has fueled expectations that he too could be released. Although secret prison transfers are common in Russia, the multiple disappearances of well-known prisoners were unusual. That concludes our international news. We'll now take a look at the weather predictions. Hendy's Bay can expect a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius with sunny weather conditions, while Rehoboth can expect a minimum of 7 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 27 degrees Celsius with sunny weather conditions as well. The capital city can expect a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 25 degrees Celsius, while Oshakati can expect a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 33 degrees Celsius, both with sunny weather conditions. On the other side of the break, Ari Hohad will be bringing us the world of sports.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with the Olympic Games. It continues in Paris in France. It is still week 1. Lots of different sport actions taking place. Let's start off with the swimming, and it is the local favorite from France, Leon Marchand. He was the hero on the night in Paris, and he actually won 2 gold medals in one session. That the last time that happened was in 1976. It was Leon Marchand that first won the 200-meter butterfly, and then later in the evening also won the 200-meter breaststroke, and that was his third gold medal of the Olympic Games so far. Also earlier won the 4x100 meter medley. Also great performance by 27-year-old American, that is Katie Ledecky. She won the gold in the 1500 meter freestyle, and that is also a record equaling 8th gold medal for her, and her 12th in total in all Olympic Games that she's attended. Also a new world record, that was in the 100 meter freestyle. The Chinese Pan Shanli won in 47.40 seconds. Then in the rowing division, it was the quadruple sculls. It was Great Britain that won. It was a photo finish against the Netherlands, very close. They only won by 0.15 hundredths of a second. And also canoe in the slalom. It was Jessica Fox of Australia. Great performance by her, winning gold. She also earlier won the kayak K1, so she's also got a chance to win a 3rd medal later in the Olympic Games. Going on to cycling news, it is BMX and it is the freestyle BMX. It was Jose Torres of Argentina. He won. He got a total of 94.82 and he won gold there, and it was in silver. It was Kieran Riley of Great Britain. Continuing with soccer, and that is women's soccer, and it was a good result for Spain. They beat Brazil by 2-0, and they through to the quarterfinals, and Brazil also through to the quarterfinals, but what happened in the game was one their legendary player, that is Marta, she unfortunately got a red card. She left the field in tears, but she won't be able to play in the quarterfinal when Brazil play against the host France, and if they beat France, that is Brazil, then Marta can play in the semi-finals again. Also good result for United States of America. They beat Australia by 2-1. They're one of the favorites. They're defending champions as well. That is in Group B. And they will play against Japan in the quarterfinals. It was Japan that was too strong for Nigeria. And they beat Nigeria in Nantes by 3-1. Also Canada through to the quarterfinals, beating Colombia by 1-0. Also basketball news, it is the American team with lots of legends playing in their basketball team. The USA beat South Sudan in their game 103 points to 86, and they're trying to win a fifth straight gold medal. That is the basketball team of the United States. That's the men. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.
And with that, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Thank you for tuning in and catching Sunset News on this beautiful Thursday evening. Don't forget that you can catch Sunset News same time, same place, every Monday to Thursday. From me, Glenora Shipura. Until next time.